Hi, I'm Rick Howard, and my job, I get to travel a lot. My favorite time of year is Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival. This year, Food and Wine Festival celebrates its 20th anniversary and runs for 53 days from September 25th through November 16th. And each day in October, we'll be bringing you the sights, sounds, and tastes of each marketplace from Around World Showcase and now Future World. As my guests, I'll bring along some great friends and we'll make some new ones, because there's no better way to enjoy Epcot's Food and Wine Fest than with awesome food, good wine, and great friends. Welcome to Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival here on Travel with Rick. Hey guys, it's that time of year. We're talking about the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. Can you believe it's been 20 years? Amanda!
Hi.
20 years they've been doing this. Amazing, right?
It just makes you feel old.
Wow, makes me feel happy. That's a lot of food and wine. Got my friend John here. Hey John, wait a minute. Who's running the camera, dude?
Oh, it's trick of magic.
All right.
It's a remote Mickey Mouse.
Got Mark here all the way from Savannah.
Glad to be here.
All right, cool.
Here.
Carrie,
Excited.
welcome to the show.
All right.
Carrie's Getaways, one of our agents at Kingdom Magic Vacations. She's ready to help you with your rooms. If you need food and wine, if you need a room, she's the one that can help you. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. The 20th annual Epcot International Food and Wine Festival.
Seems like it was just the 15th.
Wow. You've been coming for a long time, too, haven't you?
Since 02.
Long before we knew you.
02, yeah. That was our first.
Wow.
02.
Wow.
But it just seemed like, because I remember that was like when we all kind of hooked up the 15 years for 15 beers booth, when they had the 15
Wow.
Ooh,
beers.
I remember that.
And so,
That's a
and
good
that's how I'm always able to remember when was that? Oh, it was 15, yeah.
Cool.
And how many years
So
we've
it's
been
already
filming
20.
this thing? We've been doing it for TWR for a lot of years now. Ken would know.
Ken would know.
Ken
I
would
think
probably know.
5 or 6,
Where
7.
is Ken?
7.
All right. We're going to have to pick Ken up. Rhino Ken, you guys all know him, Rhino Wino Gear. He'll be joining us up in Epcot once we get there. But here we are, we're actually at Disney's Vero Beach Resort, my hometown, in Vero Beach, Florida, hanging out, kind of resting up, studying up,
Getting ready.
training. Didn't watch our training video, yeah.
Stretching the
definitely
belly.
That's still one of my favorite episodes.
That was
ever
got
done.
to be one of my favorite episodes.
That was really cool. I love that Rocky scene.
Da-da-da.
If you haven't seen that one, go and watch it. You know, a couple years ago, we took this stuff so serious, we actually trained for a week to get in there. Ken was my official trainer, and John helped us out and made sure that we were all ready. But there's a lot going on this year. Hey guys, what do you think about? Well, I don't know. We'll save that. We'll save that for a little bit. I don't want to let that one out too early. But there are some new things. Who wants to jump in there on the new things?
Some returning things.
Some returning things.
Dominican
definitely.
Republic, we were just talking about.
Yeah, it's been on
Back
hiatus for a while,
Since
right?
07. So,
Yeah.
been a while. And
I'm
gosh,
excited for that.
That one
looks
sounds
good.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
everything sounds good there.
And so we've all got our iDevices
Yeah.
and Droid devices here that we're all referencing.
And we're tuned in to KingdomMagic.com.
All this
like you
information is
should
on
be.
KingdomMagic.com.
Absolutely.
There's a food and wine preview of both the booths and menus, and another one of the Eat to the Beat schedule. We'll
Sure.
get to that later.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Gosh, I'm
I
flipping.
think what I'm excited about is the connection and the kind of the cross promotion with the Chew. So they've got the Chew Lab and Sustainable Chew, and some really cool things. In fact, the cast from the Chew are going to come down and shoot some episodes,
Couple
a
episodes,
couple
I think.
episodes in the parks. That's going to be a lot of fun. And some of the events, some of the premium events that they've been promoting are actually going to happen during that weekend. So I don't know if they're going to be able to meet the people from the Chew, but they've got some really amazing food items. The Chew Labs is going to be focusing on new trends in food. I don't know if they're going to be freezing, globules of wine or some type of molecular gastronomy. But I think it's going to be interesting to see how they pull that off in a theme park. And definitely Sustainable Chew. They've gotten rid of the Terra booth, commonly called
That's
the Dirt
terrible.
booth. That's terrible. That's
Horrible
terrible.
they did that.
And I think the Sustainable Chew is kind of taking that spot. a little
Oh,
bit.
okay. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the layout. We don't know that yet, really, where all the booths are going to be. But
Well, they've expanded into Tomorrowland. So
That's
Tomorrowland.
true. Or Future World.
World. Wrong part.
That'd be cool if they did, though.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Anyway.
But they've expanded into Future World.
Can you
Or
imagine food,
25.
wine, and Magic Kingdom?
Oh,
That'd be off
that
the
would be
hook.
perfect.
Goodness.
That'd be great.
All right, I took us down a wrong
Okay,
tangent.
sorry.
But yeah, so that would be cool that it's other than the festival center, which
Yeah.
is always in Future World.
Right.
They're putting booths in Future World now. So.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more
that'd be
booths.
great. So
More the merrier.
it's expanding. So we've always said pretty much around the World Showcase Pavilion, except for the Festival Center,
Right.
which is just outside of World Showcase, or
Right.
just at the edge of Future World. But you know, I'm glad that we are expanding that a little.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
they're doing the chew things there, and I think they're doing the wine and cheese.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
is 2 booths. There's
right,
a wine booth and a cheese
and a
booth.
cheese booth studio, the wine and cheese studio.
Not the country of cheese.
Not the country
Not the
cheese.
country cheese.
They've been
But-
demoted.
The country formerly known as
The country-
Fromagia.
Right.
Formerly known as cheese. We're totally
But
calling it
they're
that.
also using the Test Track Cool Spot as one of the spots now as well, which befuddles me.
Refreshment ports
We'll see,
and
we'll see.
everything. Yeah.
We
So-
can't dog on the Corona,
we can't,
man.
No,
That
but we're
has to be
concentrating on the
experienced.
serious booth. So let me kind of, and with my friends here, we'll kind of break it down for you and give you the quick rundown of how we're doing it, right? So you're watching this, I guess, end of September, if our schedules and calendars all worked out like they should. Starting October 1, we're going to be breaking it down. All the booths. We're going to be going around trying the food. Hashtag eat all the things. That's what we'll do. We'll try it. I'll have a guest hopefully with me the whole way. We'll be filming on different days at different times, but we will hit every booth around where the booths are. Don't know where they're going to be yet. Don't know what's going on, but we're going to hit them all. And from October, we like to say all October is Food and Wine Month on Travel with Rick, and that is true except for one day. We'll get to that as well. But we'll definitely have at least 30 episodes for you in October, breaking it down. And some of these guys will be joining. Most of these guys will be joining me. Maybe we'll have a few more guests. Ryan and Ken. Hopefully Chad and Kate can come out from Disneyland. A few other people that always come out with us for sure.
Right. Yeah, and I think now would probably be a good time to throw an apology out there for last year.
I'm sorry we didn't do 31 days last year. This year has actually been busier than last year, but last year we just had, we were gone so much, we just couldn't get it in. And you're right, we owe you a big apology. And I was so sad at the end of it. I felt really detached. I guess I started to say displaced, but really detached, because in previous years we have really dove in and been there for the duration of the festival, and I missed a lot of it. I mean, we hit all the booths, we ate all the things,
Ate all the things.
drank most of the things, but I just
That's a new hashtag this year.
yes,
Drink all the
we do owe an apology, so we're gonna make up for it this year. Make sure that we're there. For
Absolutely.
days, So that 31st day, we've actually got to let the cat out of the bag, the Halloween cat, so to speak, out of the bag for you. We're actually working on a very cool Halloween episode for you guys for October 31st. So we're going to preempt Food and Wine just by one day, into the day early, just so we can get a Halloween episode in
That's
there.
going to be awesome.
Key West. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be
there.
awesome.
Leave
Yep,
it there.
absolutely. We'll just leave it there.
We need some help, David.
Let's
All right.
leave it there.
Yeah, cool. All right, so what else are you guys looking forward to? Anything? What's your favorite food item that you're thinking about right now?
Wow, favorite food item. Well, I just want to try out some of the new ones. I'm still kind of going over everything. But China, I'm looking at the China booth, which was my first episode, and they're calling it a Beijing roasted duck in steamed bun, which is always the one that we poke fun at that looks like grandma's
uncooked
Sorry.
biscuit, but it's
Soggy
so
biscuit.
good.
biscuit. But the picture looks more like a main split roll, like a lobster roll. So it doesn't look like the same bun. There's still the one in Japan, I believe. But it's a roasted duck in a steamed bun with a hoisin sauce. So, but it looks
There's
more
more to
like the lobster roll split.
Very cool.
So that sounds pretty good. I'm interested in checking that out.
All right. How about you, man?
Well, my two things that were like crap last year was the pimento cheese and craft beer.
And that's back. I hit that slider in America. What's it called?
Yeah, I didn't
I
really
forget the
care
name
for that
of the
because it was grass-fed cider.
Right.
And you could tell a difference in the taste?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I liked it,
So what
but
do you
it
like,
had that
corn-fed?
same
Grain-
pimento
grain-
cheese.
Grain fed's the
fed.
difference? Okay.
Yeah.
Had the
beef,
same
I like.
pimento cheese that was at the craft beer booth in the
Yeah.
Odyssey.
And it
It
had
was
some
kind of a
heat to it.
spicy
Yeah.
pimento cheese. Yeah,
It's
it was
good.
really good.
And then the second thing that I got almost every day was the bacon hash.
Oh, that was amazing.
which
Burnt ends.
So
Wasn't it? Was it the burnt ends?
I think
Burnt
that
ends with
that was at
jalapenos.
Fake Food.
Yeah.
One.
Was that the Flower and Garden?
I think
Okay.
that was at Flower and Garden.
Yeah.
But
They confuse us now. You know?
I know, right?
Because it's getting so big. We
My
won't go
memories-
in that direction.
We
but
can't, but yeah, we'll be back for it though. You can count on that.
There are a lot of IPAs at the craft beer booth this year, so I'm really happy.
You're looking
about
forward
that.
to the beers.
The beer selection is, they're almost going to have to rename it. The Epcot Food and Wine and Beer Festival.
Right.
It's. I remember way back when we started going, you know, you went to, if you wanted a beer, they had some in Germany and some in Canada, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you weren't a wine person.
And the Sam
And-
Adams thing in America.
Yeah.
You had to literally
Right.
walk so far. I'm like, I can't get another beer
Right.
for like an hour.
And so for
Back
for
when beers were
the
big.
non-wine drinkers, the beer selection.
Non-wine drinkers?
What's up with that?
What is that?
There's got to be two or
Gosh,
three out
drink
there.
wine. It's so good for you and it's
But the beer selection is out of the world, and we've got a couple of beer aficionados that will be there.
they always come and
And,
add that extra element of depth to our show, which I cannot speak to.
I like beer, drink it, and that's about the extent of my knowledge of it. It comes in a bottle or.
See, you've got one up on me because I know nothing about it and I don't even like it, so I can't help. You know what I was surprised to see? Mexico has always been solid to provide tacos, a shrimp taco and a ribeye taco.
Are they not there? I
Well,
didn't
we've
even
got a shrimp
know.
taco coming back, but the ribeye's not there, and it looks like
Oh, what's-
chicken nachos,
The chilaquiles.
Yeah, there you go.
They're
Yeah.
really good.
el pollo or something like that.
Yeah.
Chilaquiles, el
Yeah.
pollo.
Yeah. They're chicken.
They're
and
really good?
They're layered.
That's
Yeah.
what I said. Layered
The cheese,
chips, basically
really
with a
good.
queso fresco and something else, sour cream and something else. on it.
Yeah. You'll like them.
Cool. What are you looking forward to, Carrie?
I'm looking forward to Africa. I really like going over there. I love the Fairview Pinotage, so it's back and I'm happy. The buttered chicken though, with the micro cilantro and the bear beef tenderloin, it's got a nice spice to it. So
The reason I laughed is I remembered our bloopers, John pulling
Oh,
in
gosh.
Leslie's picture from Africa. Maybe you can find that picture for us again. That was amazing.
That was the best
her-
face
her
I've ever seen.
Her look when she went to Africa was so awesome.
They were some type of I called it some type of a quiche thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that weird, that
but-
bubuli,
Right.
bubuli or something.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, baboon.
yeah, weird.
But it was bad.
It's a
It
family
was
show.
so
Sorry.
bad.
From
Boba tea.
Boba tea. There you
That's
go.
it was
Nice.
so.
all right, so I'm going to Africa by myself. I'm sensing this here.
I'll go.
Oh no, we'll all hit Africa.
Yeah, we'll go.
Well, I'll
You
film
dodged a bullet there, Rick. She's
I'll
going to do
film it.
Africa.
Nice.
I'll
All right,
film it
you
for you.
definitely get
All
out.
right.
it. You can
Did
do
you
it.
did you give your? Did we hear your-
I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to a lot of the regulars. I think Australia's going to be amazing again. Ireland is always a
Ireland's
favorite.
good, yes.
France, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The lobster and fisherman's pie.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
But I always
Yeah.
like to
Yeah.
I like to save that like towards the end of Food and Wine when it's a little bit cooler,
Cooler,
in, the,
yeah.
in the
True.
evenings. That's
True.
I love to go there when it's cooler.
And I feel the same way about the cheddar cheese soup. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah,
It's
Canada.
awesome, but
Canada.
man, if it's 100 degrees out in
Right.
October, it's hard to eat
I'm with you
cheddar
on
cheese
Ireland.
soup.
Right. I think we can all agree though that I think all of us are looking forward to France.
Yeah,
Because-
the beef bourguignon.
Oh, bouffe.
I can't say it right.
Le bouffe.
Yeah,
Ça,
the
le
beef
bouffe.
bourguignon.
But that was good, and I remember last year they had that mushroom and cream
Oh.
noodle.
With the Gruyere cheese,
Yeah.
it was so
Oh my
good.
gosh, it was so
Oh,
good.
man.
I'm not looking at France right now.
I am. We've got croissant, all escargots with garlic and parsley. So Leslie loves escargot, snails, my wife. She just loves them. And I love croissants. So I think I can get that dish and kind of like dissect it, split it up, and make both of us
Instead of
happy.
this way, go this way.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's different because it used to be on the little brioche,
Brioche bread where they
bread,
cut the top
little
off and soaked it with the butter and garlic. Ooh, good.
Patagonia, which
Okay.
is back, is what used to be, I believe, Argentina. Right?
Yes.
Has the
Empanadas.
beef empanadas and the beef skewers. And our recommendation is to always get the chimichurri. It's there.
Heck yeah.
Coming back.
That's that travel with Rick tip for you
That's
right
right.
there. A few things that we tried to do for you guys over the years is we've tried to give you those extra little tips about some of our favorite things, and that's one of them. That empanada, like Mark said, it's a great empanada. If you love empanadas, you'll love this one. But I tend to think that it could be a little bit more moist. I'm not saying it's dry. I don't mean it like that. If you like empanadas, this is a great empanada. I just like to moisten my empanadas up a little bit. And that chimichurri sauce that they serve with the beef skewer just tops that thing off just right. They always look at me like I have two heads when I ask
Just
for
tell
it.
them to get both and
You know,
cover it
it's
all.
like, yeah,
Cover it all.
just look this up. But, you know, there's been some other things that we've done on the show as a tradition that I'm not saying we caused this to happen.
Oh, that'd be awesome if we did, though.
But I am
Maybe play
saying
some small part.
I am saying we played a small part, and I'm just going to go ahead and just declare it. And what did we do, guys? What happened this year?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my sad duty to respectfully tell you that there is no Singapore.
Singapore is not coming back
We
this
killed
year.
it.
They are not there.
Put it out of our misery.
They said no, we just won't come.
Now you
Yeah.
have to find a new whipping boy. Which
Oh, I've
country
got
will
it.
be?
I've got it. I've got the new whipping. Scotland.
No.
Here's
What?
why.
Wait, is there a Scotch?
Check out the menu in Scotland if you look it up on the interwebs. They have some of the things they've had before, which is great. But last year and the year before when they premiered, they had a vegetarian haggis. This year, non-vegetarian haggis, it's going to be legit haggis.
With nips and tatties.
With nips and tatties. But I'm saying, I don't know if the American public is quite ready for what haggis really is and how it's prepared. It's not for the faint of heart.
Well, you know, when I first, all right, so if you guys remember in past TWR episodes, there was actually a throwdown challenge between Bob from All In WDW that Singapore was somehow in his mind redeemable. I mean, okay. He even got his son to try the Singapore sling with him, and that face was worse than the face Leslie made.
Yeah, I
Right?
think he spit it out.
So, you know, even his son wouldn't go along with him on his hypothesis that Singapore was redeemable. So he offered us a throwdown challenge that he would pit Singapore against Scotland, all right? So we went to Scotland. I had never had haggis, vegetarian or neeps and tatties, whatever that is, so I'd never had it either way. But I gotta say, that vegetarian haggis was rocking. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm not so sure how the other one's going to be. But the other thing about that was I maybe have had them. Could not remember. But wasn't really sure about rutabagas. But those rutabagas with that was incredibly good. You know, so I don't know. Scotland is our whipping boy.
Yeah,
We'll see.
the haggis is made with things that we don't normally like inside of a stomach.
Well, you can't. You can't dog on Scotland because they've got the Innocent Gun and then Brewdog Punk Ale.
And they've
So
got
if anyone
seared,
watches that show,
I totally understand, but I mean, come
the
on,
beer
it's-
redeems it.
and they've got
Haggis.
seared sea scallops. Come on.
Yeah, the rest of the menu sounds good.
I know.
mean,
And
So-
they do have the Scotch flight. Somebody
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's
they do have
back.
the
So
Scotch flight back.
they stopped doing the flights last year.
Right, they
So-
do have that
They did,
back.
yeah.
All right,
And-
so that's back.
and in
I
Australia.
love how we just force Disney to do the things that they don't want to do. You know, we call them out and they bring it back.
I think we need to start
Take it
attacking the
away.
refreshment port. We need to figure out how to get that changed.
Come on, Disney, make them
I was
legitimate
just looking
booths.
at
I mean,
that.
Scotland, legitimate booth. Farm Fresh, legitimate booth. Refreshment Port, they're year round. I'm just saying. You
Well,
know?
the thing about Refreshment Port, I was just looking at that one, is that's going to be the place to get your Dole Whips and your spiked Dole Whips. So it will have the rum, and usually, let's see here, you can get it with the Bacardi coconut rum. And usually they had a dark rum as well, but they are listing at least a coconut rum. So you can get, and it's the true Dole Whip. It's not the, what they call it in Animal Kingdom. They call it something else. It's not
Pineapple sauce.
pineapple soft serve. It's a little crunchy or whatever, but the true Dole Whip.
But
in
I'm
Epcot.
upset that the kimchi dog's at the refreshment port.
And the kimchi dog.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
It's
All right,
yep.
Disney, I'm sorry. Refreshment Port, okay. Kimchi dog and spiked Dole Whips, okay.
Yeah, but the thing about the Food and Wine Festival in years past is all of the really good stuff is like in between World Showcase and Future World. Like it's like a string of heaven, and then it kind of peters
Well,
out.
and that's where they used to put the craft beer. And then
That's
That's
what
my
you don't want to
opinion.
walk around to that part of it. You just focus on those things right there where you want to be.
Yeah.
There's some things I wish they would change, like Hawaii. It's
Yeah.
the same. It's the
It
slider
has been the same.
and the tuna.
I changed the
With
beer.
poke's.
But you know,
Yeah.
two pretty solid entries.
Absolutely
into the-
solid.
in-
Personal
into
favorite.
the game, no
Yeah,
question.
I couldn't tell you how many of those pork sliders I've had in the
They're
last
so
couple of years, and was it the big what? Kahuna, big something.
Big Kahuna.
Kona
Kona,
is the
yeah.
beer that they serve, but they have 2 new ones. They had the Castaway IPA last year, I believe.
Yeah,
And I'm really excited that Australia has a Cooper's Extra Strong ale this year.
Wow.
See,
So that's fun.
I am so glad you know
Big
this
wave,
stuff.
big wave. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Because Sarah, who's not here with us, always goes and gets that pork chop, or the lamb chop with the potato
yeah.
crunchies.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I never get anything there, so now I'll be able to get a beer there.
Very
Nice.
cool. And they have Kim Crawford wine, so, you know, right there from New Zealand.
But Morocco's
Alright,
the same
so-
again.
Yeah.
No change
Morocco's the
there.
same every
Morocco's-
year, every festival.
All right, and we're back
Seems
with the,
like-
in Hawaii, we're back with the Mai Tai featuring Sammy's Beach Bar Rum.
Yeah, I
Got
saw
Sammy
that. I was
Hagar
excited
there,
about that
so
too.
Got some Red Rocker rum coming out there for you guys.
The cool thing is, they've also added those two, the wine and cheese studio. They offer, at the cheese studio, they offer a selection of cheeses and wines, and then they reverse it. They have all wines at the wine studio. So you can have a lot of different wines from the wine studio, and then you can go across to the cheese studio, get some more cheese and some different wines.
Yeah.
At least if I'm reading this correctly. So that's gonna be interesting.
For the cider lovers, there's a cider flight at, is it Farm
Farm
Fresh?
Fresh.
Farm Fresh. So I know normally they don't have, I mean, they've had that Ace Pineapple hard cider, but I think that was at Fake Food and Wine. It was Flower and Garden Festival. But I don't think they've ever had a cider at Food and Wine before that I can recall. So now you're gonna have 4 to choose from.
Nice.
A raspberry, dry pear, an elderberry, and a pumpkin.
Yep,
Oh, that smells like elderberry.
for all you cider.
I see the griddled Yardbird is also back at that booth.
That's really
Good.
good.
Fresh,
Yeah, I'm,
But-
I'm kind of on the fence about the mac and cheese.
The loaded mac and cheese, and that's
Yeah.
new, isn't it?
Yeah, that's took
With,
the place of the hash that I got.
So
every
pepper,
time.
bacon,
Yeah.
cheddar cheese, peppers, and green onions.
The picture looks good. I'll give it
Yeah.
that.
All right, so for folks that are watching that may not be quite as familiar with Food and Wine as we all seem to be, I mean, down to the point to where we know the beers and know the ingredients and all the dishes that we're making. So folks that are coming in and they got 1 or 2 days to spend there. We've already been asked this on Periscope. If I only have 2 days, can I make it around there? What do you guys think? How do we plan this out for them? How do we help them?
They've got to have a large party because you're gonna have to split stuff.
All right.
And we were figuring it out. What did you say, Carrie? It was like
Something
15,
like
15 booths a day.
That's almost impossible. We try to film 5 or 6 and we're
A big
worn
group.
out,
Yeah.
tore up, crocked out, messed up.
Well, in
by
the
the end
past
of
there
the
were
day.
like 26-ish, 27 booths.
Yeah.
And they're calling it 35 this year.
I counted 33 if you put them all in there, but you know, who knows?
Right.
30 plus booths is a lot of marketplaces to
I think
visit.
you've got to think, are you truly a Food and Wine newbie? So you've never had any of the ones that have stayed the same.
Right.
Because if you've been at least a couple times, you could throw out some of those that have been there before and just
Right.
hit some new ones. But if you're truly a newbie, then
And if you truly want to enjoy it, I don't want to see you at the electric umbrella, okay? Make sure you're taking your food time, your food resources, and you're spending them in Epcot at the Food and Wine booths, right? What a great thing to do, just to kind of walk around and nosh, you know, and pick something up and head to the next booth and pick
Yeah.
up a beverage. So,
Lunch and dinner.
yeah.
Lunch and dinner both days.
So spending your meals there would be a
Well,
great
usually
way
we don't
to
even
do that.
eat meals.
Okay.
Kind of,
Yeah.
it opens at 11 o'clock, so we'll usually eat like a breakfast, something to kind of hold you over, and then go mess around until
Don't eat breakfast.
the World
Coffee
Showcase.
and then go.
Right.
Yeah, the
Grab
World
kimchi
Showcase.
dogs.
Go
Awesome.
totally empty.
Right.
Right.
But
and I
see,
would-
this is a great time to do the deluxe dining plan because you've got those extra
Oh, yeah.
snacks.
Got
So you
snack
can use those
credits.
snack credits to
That's
go
an
around,
awesome tip
save yourself
here.
a little bit of money there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So on your dining plan, you can actually use your snack credits. When you go to the Food and Wine Festival booths, the menus will show the little Disney dining icon on that for those
Right.
portions. Those.
I would suggest not necessarily going to the countries that currently exist in World Showcase. And I know that there's a lot of great food that you'll be missing, but I would go to the countries that don't, you know, there's 11 countries that are always in World Showcase, and a lot of those items are served, like Canada. I'm thinking
In the
Canada,
restaurants. Right.
you know.
That's
So
correct.
I would hit up the Patagonias, the Dominican Republic. I don't know if we talked about the Dominican
Sure.
yet,
Yeah.
Dominican
Yeah.
Republic.
Yeah.
You know, hit some of those places up that they bring in just for the event, you know, and then get 1 or 2 things, or maybe just one thing at each booth. I know it's a little time consuming, but, you know, sample from different places. Don't load up at just one booth.
Right. And as Amanda mentioned, go with a few people. It's always
Yeah.
more fun with
Well,
more people.
that's
and
the
you can
thing
try
about
more
it.
things.
When you go with multiple people, you end up getting different things because every booth has 2, 3, 4 different food items, many different beer or wine items. And that's what we end up doing is we don't all go and get 5 empanadas. We'll try a few different things and then we end up hacking it up and sharing and
Sure.
spreading the love.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
That's the only
And
way to
spread
do
the
it.
love out through the festival. Maybe you've got 2 days at the beginning of October. The festival starts on September 24th and runs for, is it 53 days this year? I didn't count the days, but
They bumped it another weekend in November this year, so there's 2 weekends
Right,
in November.
yeah, it goes right
Right.
past the Wine and Dine Half Marathon weekend.
so September 24th till the middle of November, plenty of time to get back down there. I mean, that's almost a month and a half.
And the
Almost 2
decorations
months.
for
Good
Christmas should be
gracious.
going up in that
Yeah.
time as well.
Right, right. So great time to visit Food and Wine Festival and see what's going on around it, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Any other tips for our newbies?
For a budgeting concern, you can get the little wristlet
Awesome.
with the gift card
Yeah.
that is Food and Wine event specific.
Yeah.
Get that loaded up on the front end of your day. Stay in budget. I only want to spend $100 today. Put $100 on it. At the end of your $100, you're done.
Right.
That way, because it's really easy to just swipe your credit card, not even
Magic
think it.
Man.
Your Magic Band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really easy to do that, not pay attention to how much you've spent.
True. That's a great tip. And every time you purchase something, look at your receipt. It'll tell you how much you have left on your gift card.
Right.
So you can kind of, as Sean said, use that to stay in budget on what you want to spend there. Because it's pretty easy. You can burn through $100 pretty fast. No problem.
And I'd mentioned on the Periscope, you mentioned going for only 2 days. The first year when we messed up and we tried to hit everything in one day and don't remember the last handful of booths, from then on, we always said we'll always do this in 2 days. So we would generally try to go to a park, some other park in the morning, go to Magic Kingdom in the morning for a couple hours, hit rope drop, and then go to Epcot and hit every other booth or so. And don't try to do it all in one day because you'll enjoy it for a while, but then it's maybe hot, miserable, whatever. So enjoy it for a while and then go do something else for a while and then come back the next day. You've already got an idea of what's going on. You've seen some of the booths, so you can then kind of hit some of the other ones that looked good. You maybe saw somebody else eating it on the way out or something. And then sneak in those ones that you liked from the day before and get you a second kimchi dog or whatever.
Sure.
Right.
Great tip. And it is going to be hot and you are going to get tired. So if you're a Chase Visa card holder or a Chase credit card holder, always remember the Chase Lounge and the America Pavilion. Sometimes there's a bit of a line, but it's worth the wait. You can go up there, cool off. You can grab some non-alcoholic or even alcoholic beverages there for purchase. But they have a Coke station there. They have charging stations for your mobile devices. And they have chairs and air conditioning. It's amazing.
And every once in a while, a manager will come out and give everyone in the Chase Lounge a little voucher to redeem for a free wine or beer up there. And that's random. It happens on random days. There's no set time that it happens, but
Yeah,
it could happen to you.
it could. We've been there and sampled some great Ken Crawford wines there as well.
Cool.
So that's a great thing to do.
And they always have the little table for charging your phones and
And they
whatever.
usually have the Disney Infinity set up so the kids can play games,
Right.
keep them kind of occupied a little bit.
And you look out those windows from the America Pavilion, it's a great view on the World Showcase. It's
Right.
beautiful from up there.
It's not someplace you can get
And it's
to.
halfway
And
around.
it's a cool place to get into if you're a Disney nerd because,
Sure,
yeah.
it's just really cool.
And it's halfway
It's not
around,
always
so it's a
accessible.
good place to stop.
Yeah.
And go early. World Showcase will open at 11 o'clock, so I would imagine probably the Chase Lounge is going to be opening at 11 o'clock. So go up there if you are a Chase Visa card holder or a Chase card holder, and you can get one ticket per person for one show of the Eat to the Beat concert series. So you could see the 5:30 show or the 6:15 show. You can't see them all, but you can get a wristband for priority seating, a special seating area for those shows for that day only. So,
And you can pick up your festival passport. So if you usually haven't made it over to the festival center, pick up your passport there. It's a great way to kind of sit down, plan out like, all right, the next so many booths look good. I want this, or this. Check them off and make a plan.
And then there's also I forget what they call it, where if you go 3 days.
Oh yeah, for annual pass holders this year, if you go 3 times, there's a special glass you can get. We highly suggest you go early and go often.
It's at while supplies last.
Yes. So you do need to visit the festival center 3 times, 3 separate days.
Yeah. That's a great tip. And I love the passport thing. That's just a fun thing to do. You can make notes in there. They actually stamp it just like you were going in and out of a country, a real country. And you can keep up with what you had. You can make notes there. At the end of your trip, it makes a great keepsake. And you can use it for next year to remember what you had and what you liked the year before.
We would always come home and then try to go find some of the ones that we would circle. Yes, let's find that wine, or let's go search for that recipe that we had there and see if we could find that. So that's what we always use it for as well.
Sure. And if you can't be there, shame on you, but if you can't be there, make sure that you're following us, because every day, did I mention that we're doing this every day?
Every day.
That's right. All right, yes.
Yeah.
We're
No,
not
doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that, although we do like him very much, and that was a great commercial.
Every day.
Yeah, every day. But we are doing episodes every day, and you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/travelwithrick. We're going to be on Instagram, of course. I mean, pictures of food from Food and Wine. That's some Instagram information right there that we're going to be doing. And I'm sure we're even going to try to break out some periscopes while we're there.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our very best to bring all of the best of Epcot Food and Wine Festival back to you guys if you can't be there. And if you can be there and we're there, make sure you come up and say hi. We love meeting these folks, don't we?
It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
It's the highlight of my day when one of you come up and say, hey, we avoided that Singapore booth because you said don't go there.
And it's happened a
Several
handful of times.
Several times.
Per day?
At least once. It's happened at
Per
least
day.
once. It's happened at least once. But truthfully, we do love meeting you guys. We would love to say hi. We appreciate so much you guys taking your time to watch our show where we get to go out and eat food and wine at the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. So, like I say, it's a highlight of my day to meet you guys. So don't be shy. Come up and say hi. I'm sure we'll have some pins and buttons and hugs and handshakes and whatever else we need to do. Love to get photos and share in your memories of Epcot Food and Wine Festival as well.
We have mentioned the Dominican Republic twice. I keep flipping by
Right.
it here. Roasted pork with pickled red onion and avocado. Roasted pork sounds pretty good, but they've
Yeah.
also got a seared grouper. That sounds pretty good.
I
So
love
I haven't
this. It's
seen
one of my
that,
favorite fishes, man.
but seared grouper, so that sounds pretty good.
Love that. Looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to Dominican Republic.
Happy that the cheese bread from Brazil came back too.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, you really did like that last
That's
year. I
really
remember. That was amazing.
So how about I was just flipping over to the other article on the Eat to the Beat.
Right. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk
Who's going
about
to
Eat
be
to
there
the Beat.
this year?
Opening weekend, we're going to be there is David Cook,
Okay.
one of the American Idol.
Was there last year,
Wasn't the
yeah.
winner, but he was one of
Yeah.
the ones that probably should have won. Anyway,
Is that little band from Gainesville going to be back there?
Who's that?
they are actually there a weird weekend.
I know, we almost missed them.
Later in the season, almost missed them. You'll
We
be on a
almost missed 'em.
cruise, but
Yeah.
Sister Hazel.
Yeah, Sister Hazel will be there.
Well, you had to rush
Sugar
to get
Ray.
to see them last year too,
We
didn't you?
did, yeah, we did. I mean, last year was weird. Did we say we're sorry that we didn't do 31 days last year? I'm glad we got to bring you. I think we did a full five-week episodes.
Yeah, we did 5.
We did a lot of, and we got everything in, but it just didn't feel the same not doing it daily. So we're really looking forward to doing it daily this year.
Oh man,
They've
Rick's-
all.
Go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
I was just
That
to say
was
they've scooted the dates or the days that people were there. So where traditionally people were there on like a Friday and a Saturday night, and
Well, Hazel has played, Sister Hazel has played Friday, Saturday, and Sunday
right,
before.
and so
They
some
played
even
3
longer.
nights, yeah.
This year it looks like they're doing quite a few of them that might be there on a Thursday and a Friday night, and then a different band Saturday and Sunday night. So you get to see 2 different groups,
Yeah.
On a
depending on how you look at it. Because sometimes we'll go hit more than one Sister Hazel show. So
I've been known to hit them all.
and they don't always play the same stuff, and
And
you
they
know,
break it up. I mean, that's the nice thing about like Night Ranger or Sister Hazel or, any of those guys. They do break it up because you get, what, a 30-minute show or a 45-minute show.
3 of them, yeah.
And so they come out and they'll do 3 shows an evening. And it's included in your admission. I mean, you get to see great bands like Mickey Thomas and Starship or
Starship
Sister
Stack.
Hazel, all these great bands. You get to see them, but they'll break it up. It's not like they come out and play the same 4 songs. Now, if you're a Sister Hazel fan like I am and some of my friends are, they're going to do that one song, right? And they always say it. It'll be a different show except for that one song that they almost have to do. But they may break it up and do an acoustic set in the middle or whatever, so you're going to see something different.
Night Ranger did that.
Yeah.
They played an entire acoustic set
Right.
until the last song, and they kind of surprised everybody and came out and rocked the last half of the song.
Right. Rockin' in America, probably, right?
That's
That's
it.
probably the tune
That's
they
it.
did, yeah.
But I do see Starship's back. Christopher Cross is back.
Cool.
That was a really popular show.
Was.
Definitely get there early if you want a seat at that.
Yeah.
Big Bad Voodoo
Yeah,
Daddy.
Starship
Big Bad
used to-
Voodoo
Big Bad
Tiffany.
Voodoo Daddy always closes it out.
Tiffany's coming.
New.
Yeah, and
That'll
who's
be
the
fun.
country
Jody
singer?
Messina.
Jody Messina,
Yeah.
yeah.
Messina.
Real good show last year.
Yeah.
Love seeing her.
And don't forget
Ever-
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Love you. I can't wait for Shaka Khan. It's gonna be
Closing
awesome.
weekend.
Closing out the show.
She's wrapping it
Oh,
up.
it's not Big Bad
Yeah,
Voodoo
no,
Daddy
she
this
moved.
year?
She moved to Shaka Khan.
Looks like they're there. I think that's
You just
their
like
line.
saying that.
Line
I
time,
can
yeah.
I love her.
I know Sugar Ray. You were looking to see Sugar
Yeah.
Ray. It's pretty
Everclear's
popular.
coming, they're new.
Rick Springfield, which he's been there before.
Tiffany's there this year, that's new.
Tiffany's new, and Maxie Priest was new, and Everclear were the new ones I see marked here. Wilson Phillips, I don't remember seeing them.
Yeah,
but,
they were here.
Yeah.
Were they there?
Yeah.
They're not.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy watching them. Park Hopper Sid, she is a huge Wilson Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great because she was enjoying the concert. I think we saw them twice. So that was awesome.
Boys to Men are back. They're always a very popular show. Get there early.
Did you see Boys to Men last year?
I saw them 2 years ago. I think it was.
Oh my
When
gosh,
was
it's
it?
great.
Last year, the year
Love
before, was
Boyz
it the
II Men.
Bengals that were there? Or what was the girl band from the 80s? that
Oh,
was
the
there?
Go-Go's.
The Go-Go's, that's it.
Go-Go's. And the one guy they didn't bring back this year, I'm kind of upset, is Edwin McCain was there last
Okay,
year.
yeah, I remember.
And I loved Edwin. I thought he brought the house down.
Yeah, and the Spin Doctors, they're not
Spin
bad.
Doctors
Yeah.
were awesome last year.
Yeah, they
we hit a
were
lot
good.
of their shows. I see Dennis DeYoung is back. He's
Always
been there,
there,
so
yeah.
look for
He's
some
always
sticks. So a lot of good.
A lot of good shows. I mean, think about that. You get, with the price of your Epcot admission, right? You get Epcot, you get food and wine, and plus you get 3 shows of rock and roll. You know, well, 3 shows of country, 3 shows of
Nighttime spectacular illuminations.
Illumination.
So, I mean, you can go from 11 to 9:30, 10 o'clock without
Right.
stop. Make sure you take advantage of that Chase Lounge. Make sure you stay hydrated. It's going to be
Yeah.
hot. Drink some water.
We say
Don't-
that every year.
Yeah,
Boy,
don't
we
just
can't
drink
drill it
wine.
home enough.
And
And
we
you've
try
got
to
a great
remember
tip.
that tip. I'm sure that's where you're going with the free water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can
Counter
get it any
service.
counter service.
Yeah, go up
Ice
and get water. Keep your water bottle, refill it at the, the
But they give
fountains
you
and
like the
whatnot.
clear solo cup, looking
Yeah.
cup of ice water.
Right. So plan it out. Know where you're going. Print out our list. You can go to kingdommagic.com, search for Food and Wine Festival. Print out the list of booths. Kind of have a plan. Use your passport. Stay hydrated. Have fun. And watch me and all my friends do the same thing at Epcot Food and Wine Festival. We're going to be having a ton of fun out there, and we're going to be bringing it all for you. So it's going to be a blast. I can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
Bring it on.
Just got a notice here about so the people that are there for 2 days about lines, especially on weekends.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember,
Weekends.
us locals, we tear it up on the weekends.
The weekends are busier. And if you've ever looked at any of the theme park planning type guides, how the traditional person, the average Disney person always comes into the park and goes around it to the right.
Go to Mexico.
They always go to Mexico. There's always a line. Mexico's a popular booth, but all of the booths at the front of World Showcase typically back up, but especially the Mexico, typically
Because they're the best. Craft beer.
the Patagonia, those are kind of all right there.
They
But
jumble up.
the Mexico line backs across the
the
bridge. So I'd say skip on around and move on around the promenade there and hit a few of the further back booths and
But you
Get
know,
there
you
right
never had
at
a line.
11.
Singapore. We were there last
You
year.
couldn't draw a crowd at that booth, man, if you were giving away
Oh my gosh.
Singapore's land.
Last year, remember, there were lines everywhere, and then we walked by the Singapore booth, and there was nobody. They
We
were
felt
begging
bad
people.
for them. I went up and asked them if, I could just stand in their line and help them out.
It was so
So
bad.
To eat.
I had a burst of conscience or something there that I had.
well, we were there. There was a storm one day when we were filming last year, and the card swipes shut down, and the booths closed down for a while. But then something happened with the card swipes, and so for some reason that was the only one that was working. Still nobody there. So the only booth in the World Showcase, I think at the time, on the backside at least that we went to, that could run a credit card or a Magic Band or your room key, still nobody was there buying
Right.
food.
Right,
It's
because
true.
chicken should not be gray.
Chicken should not be great.
Anyway,
That's
we've
right.
hammered Singapore enough.
Well, you know,
We
we
feel
beat
better
that
now. We've
horse.
gotten that out of our
Put
system.
Singapore to bed.
we got to get
we
it
beat
out
that
of our
horse.
system. We did. Singapore.
We've had some fun.
You're all
poking
good.
it, but-
Yeah, you're all good. We love your country. We just didn't really care for your food at the booth. So there you go. All right. So we went through the biggies. Remember, use your Magic Bands. You can charge it to your room, or use your. I love those gift cards that John mentioned.
And they're
with the little
smaller.
wristbands.
They're
Yeah.
smaller than the typical
Yeah.
credit card size gift
Yeah,
card.
they're awesome. So that's a great way to do it. As you said, remember to stay hydrated. Don't be that person laying over in the grass that was overserved.
And don't be
It is
that
wrong.
person doing a keg stand in America, like I saw last year. Don't be that person.
Right. But do be those people that walk around in groups with those shirts on. We love you and want to hang out with some
And
of
they
you
had the
this year.
Viking helmets.
Yeah,
with
the I
turkey
said this year we
horns.
were doing Viking helmets. We may be having to do some Viking helmets.
Bring it.
I've
Let's
still
go.
got mine from Ireland.
I've got mine
You
somewhere.
know, so we may have to do that. But you drink around the world, folks. You know who you are. We see you there every year. We want to hang out with some of you guys this year and talk about what you guys are doing, because you see food and wine from a whole different experience from
Yeah.
what we do.
Right?
Right?
Laying down.
It's pretty cool. Right.
How about premium events? I know you usually hit a couple. You're hitting something different this year. We got a new person. I think James been there
yeah,
before.
so
but
disappointed that we're not going to get to see Robert. You know, I know that you and Chris are real good friends with Robert.
he's there later this year,
Yeah,
Halloween weekend.
Yeah, Robert Irvine, you know, from Restaurant Impossible. You know, we usually like to see his event where he does the, what is it, Kitchen Memories, or they kind of change the format just a little bit every year, but it's basically where a celebrity chef will come in and make a 3-course, usually do an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, and then take questions and kind of give you the history
Like
of how they came
2
about.
hours or so.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour event, you know, and you drink wine at, you know, 11 in the
And
morning.
they typically stick around and sign autographs
Sure,
and have books, and
sure.
they're always great. They're always, it's not a
Yeah. And that's
sticky
something,
thing.
yeah, that's something our friend Tony Casanova and I have kind of always done. It's kind of our tradition for Food Line, one of our traditions. And this year, Robert's coming later in the year, and Leslie and I are going to be doing a Panama Canal cruise, so we're going to miss him. But Tony and I are doing Jamie Dean and one other one I don't recall. I don't know if he told you or not, but I can't remember which chef. But we'll be tweeting it out. There'll be plenty of time for you to find that out. You know, this thing is only, well, gosh, by the time you're seeing this, it's only going to be days away. Right now, it's only just over 2 weeks away. I couldn't be more excited. Just couldn't be more
It's
excited.
not Cat Court,
Are you
is it?
excited? No, it's not Cat Court. It's a guy. Can't
Cat
remember
Core
his
is
name.
there
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah,
but
Cat was one of them.
I don't remember when she's there. Seems
But
like
yeah,
she's
look
there
at those. Look at those premium
October.
events. Look at the tastings that they'll have at the festival center. There's so much more going on than just the booths. You know, you've got the
Cheese seminars, the beverage seminars, the mixology seminars.
very good. And what's the nighttime thing called?
Party for the Senses.
Party for the Census is amazing.
Usually on the weekends.
Yeah, that's on Saturday nights. Select Saturday nights during the festival.
Typically just during October, I think. It's not their opening weekends.
Right.
And,
Right.
And people
about
get
November.
dressed up real fancy like
Yeah.
and go in.
And has some really amazing food and some great drinks.
And the great thing is, if you contact one of our agents, we can help you guys. Like, you guys don't have to make these reservations yourself. We can do it for you.
Boom, look
So
at that.
save yourself some time and effort and hassle and just contact us, let us do it.
Look at that. You've
At
got
no
your
extra charge.
You've got your
Right.
personal travel planner at no, Carrie, will you help me out?
No charge.
No
I will
charge.
help you out.
She'll help you out at no charge, and we'll make all of your travel plans for you and make it a cinch, a breeze. So you've got that going for you. You've got our Instagram, Instagram.com/travel with Rick. You've got our Facebook channel. You've got our tweets. You've got, of course, our videos and everything that we're going to be helping with. Go back and watch last year's. That'll help you. You'll see what we ate last year. Some of the things are going to be the same.
Yeah.
Watch her. Amanda makes amazing posts. John, all these guys are going to be doing cool stuff. We're going to be doing cool stuff, and we want to see you there.
And if you're coming later in the season, watch a few of the Travel with Rick episodes and help do some planning.
There you go. Because we'll be wrapped up with them by October 31st, and you'll still have two full weeks to enjoy them. So, you know, from the 1st I mean, we've run into so many guests that say they watch our show in the morning in their hotel room before going out to Food and Wine to see what we ate the day before. So
We might help you avoid that new Singapore booth.
oh man,
Whatever the
Scotland.
Scotland might be the
Scotland.
one. I don't know.
It's gonna be Scotland.
No way.
Parts of Scotland.
But they'll be all set for Wine and Dine weekend then.
Just
'Cause
Google
all the
what-
episodes will have aired, so you guys will be all set. You can
There you
just
go.
watch them all and plan your Wine and Dine
And
weekend.
we'll see you there then
Yeah.
too as
Just
well.
Google what haggis is maybe before you.
Yeah, before you try
Just
it.
Google
All right, now you
Google
haven't
it.
tried it. Don't knock it till you tried the real stuff.
There's just some things I'm not gonna try.
Give it a shot.
All right, I'll try it.
All
I'll
right.
try it once.
All right, rutabagas, man. I'm digging some rutabagas.
There you
So
go.
we'll see how that
There you
goes.
go.
All right, well, I think we have rambled enough. I hope you have enjoyed what we're looking forward to, and I know you're going to enjoy the Food and Wine Festival. This thing has been going on. This is the 20th one. You know they figured some things out by now. Think about how cool it is to be in Florida at one of the coolest places on earth, if not the coolest, Walt Disney World, in Epcot Center. Epcot Center, wow. Epcot, enjoying food and wine, walking around the World Showcase Promenade and into Future World. It's going to be cool. I hope to see you there. I know I'll be seeing you guys there.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. It's going to be here soon. And that's it. All right, so long, guys.
When it's time to plan your next vacation, you need the experience of someone who can help you make the best decision for your vacation dollars. With over 18 years of experience, Kingdom Magic Vacations can help you plan your next trip to incredible destinations like Disney, Universal, cruises, and all-inclusive destinations. Our team of travel planners are with you every step of the way. All you have to do is relax and enjoy your vacation. We do all the work. Call 866-972-6244 or visit kingdommagic.com to start planning your vacation today.
Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching this week's show. We're here on Disney's Boardwalk at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando. That's the Boardwalk Hotel over there if you can't see it. But behind me is the beautiful Yacht and Beach Club with the coolest pool on Walt Disney World property. It's even got a pirate ship slide going right into the pool. It is really awesome. Listen, we just wanted to remind you to drop your email address up there in our box. Subscribe to our feed. That way, every time we put something new on Travel with Rick, you'll be the first to know, and you won't miss a thing. If you want to find out other stuff that we're doing, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/travelwithrick. That's where we put our question of the week. You can meet other Travel with Rick friends, find out where we're going, everything we're up to. If you're on YouTube or iTunes, sure, we got channels for you over there as well. Be sure to subscribe to those and check those out. All right, you never know where we're going to be next week. So we could be here, we could be halfway around the world. But check us out right back here next week for another great episode of Travel with Rick. So long, everybody.